Let me guess, you've run out of hand sanitizer and can't find any. I'm going to show you a simple, easy way to make your own that's just as effective. So the shops have all sold out of hand sanitizer, right? Because of the current situation. I'm not going to mention the name of that situation because everyone that does gets demonetized on that video. Pretty sure you're familiar with what it is. And you saw my video the other day about the toilet paper crisis. That was a comedy, by the way, a bit of a satire. You'd see that if you stayed long enough. However, I probably made the intro a bit too long, so people thought it was just the actual news of the toilet paper rush. I'm actually going to ask a little quiz at the end of the video, so hang around if you'd like to participate in that. Don't go out and buy things and leave other people unable to get food or anything. There's no need for that. This is what causes problems whenever there's panic buying. So the situation is, people have also rushed on a lot of things now. Hand sanitizer being one of them. So here's a method I've used in the past and am using again that's extremely effective, and it's extremely cost effective when you balance up the price of one of these little things. So this I got from Hulda, or her book actually. So what you want to do is get a bottle of the cheapest vodka you can. Vodka being the best choice because it's actually wood alcohol and less harmful for your body. Don't go out getting expensive vodka because you're going to use this as sanitizer, and not just hand sanitizer either, and that's the big benefit. You can sanitize doorknobs and everything with it, kitchen benches, whatever you like. So look for the highest alcohol content. Look, not in normal times you can even dilute it down, but given the situation at the moment globally, just use it neat. You probably have one at home, but if not, just get hold of a little cheap spray bottle of any description and just pour the vodka straight into that. Just don't mix it this way. A little bit for you, and a little bit for me. A little bit for you, and a little bit for me. A little bit for you, and a little bit for me. Turn the nozzle so it's a fine mist. Spray that onto your hands or any surfaces. And I even spray doorknobs. You could even lightly mist light switches, anything that you would normally touch, because that will keep down the bacteria, etc. on those surfaces. Spray your kitchen bench. So horses for courses, it works out cheaper, and you don't just need to do that at these particular times. I would do it all the time. I often have, and I often do. Of course, by now you'd be aware that, not just in the current situation, but all the time, you should spend the extra few seconds and wash your hands thoroughly for at least 20 seconds. Make sure you scrub under your fingernails and everything. Then you can always use a bit of hand sanitizer or the spray-on method I just told you with the vodka. Using ordinary bar soap is actually more effective at killing all bacteria versus antibacterial hand wash, which kills only the weaker viruses, leaving the stronger ones to thrive. A note on hand sanitizer: according to a study, it actually takes 4 minutes to kill a virus using hand sanitizer, as opposed to the CDC's recommended 15 to 30 seconds. Personally, what I've been doing, my local shopping centre doesn't tend to be too crowded. If there's enough space, say there's a person over there and a person over there, I try and walk somewhere in the middle. It's not hurting to add a little bit of distance just in case, at the moment especially. And if I do walk past someone, I tend to try and be exhaling as I'm walking past them. It's for my own self-protection, so I'm not breathing in anything. With regards to panic buying, don't be one of the people that do panic buy, although it's too late because people are all doing it. Brace yourself for the possibility, not certainty, but possibility that we may all have to be quarantined for 14 days at home. Not necessarily, but it's on the cards. and that's probably more of a prevention than anything else. So just make sure you have enough basic food and essentials for 2 weeks. 14 days is the usual quarantine period. Okay, it may not come to that. Don't go out and buy things and leave other people unable to get food or anything. There's no need for that. This is what causes problems whenever there's panic buying. So with the current situation globally, as I said in my video back in January, straight away I said this will become a global pandemic. Mark my words. If you haven't seen that video, there'll be a link at the end and in the description as usual. The other thing I said was they need to close all the airports, which of course, finally now it's come to the point that they are doing that. Of course, back when they could have closed the borders, they didn't because it was too much money they'd lose. Only it's a typical case of too little too late now because it's spread everywhere. So money rules until such time as they find. Maybe we should have done that first. Just like I mentioned in the video. In these times it pays to be a little bit paranoid. But anyway, there you have it. This will all pass eventually. And remember, it's like 9 cases out of 10. It's pretty mild. Some people have estimated or expect it will be 70% of the world will end up with it. So, yeah. All I can say is, thank God it's not Ebola. Now to the actual quiz, and it's in 2 parts. First is, has the situation changed your normal habits of washing your hands, etc.? Please comment below. The second part I'd like to ask you, do you think it's right that Google automatically puts a link to the World Health Organization on every single video that mentions that thing? Now I understand it, I guess it's okay, but I'm also thinking, well, personally I've lost faith in the World Health Organization, CDC, a lot of those places for years now. The fact that they didn't, and this is almost another video, the fact that they didn't do anything about it by declaring it a pandemic earlier in the piece when they knew, well, I don't know, you formulate your own opinion, but do you think it's right that Google automatically does that? You no longer where you see, for example, Australia under the video or hashtags, you'll automatically see a link to WHO now. So let me know your thoughts on that. I'm not going to go into the rest of the topic because you're sick to death of it like I am. Stay vigilant, like I said in the first one. Now I'd like to personally give my sincere thanks to Craig Prince. Thanks Craig, I know you're watching this. It was an absolute honour to have you here, mate. For those that weren't aware, you can see where Craig, who was one of my subscribers, and I became friends, and we actually met, well, 2 weeks ago. Who the hell's this?
How are you, mate?
Oh, hello. I don't know if I'm filming you or not. And here's the man.
How are you, mate?
Oh, hang on.
Who the hell?
Hug first.
How's it going?
Any official handshake?
This is handshake. There you go.
Craig Prince.
Steve Mac.
In the flesh.
That's me.
So you can see the little video we put together for that, and also the live stream that we did together following that. Thanks also, if you're watching, for the donations on the super chat to people that did that. That was mind-blowing. I didn't expect that. It's totally appreciated. Anyway, let me know what you think about that. But there's your solution for making an effective substitute for hand sanitizer. And you can even carry the squirt bottle if it's small enough in your car or whatever. Okay, thanks for joining me yet again, and I'll see you soon. Stay well, keep vigilant, and have a good day.